I've said it 5 times at least. You guys are not realizing what grid down means. Society as you know it will end. There won't be any work. There won't be any hospitals to go to. There won't be any police department that will come to your aid. No one is going to save your ass. You won't be able to travel anywhere after about 36 hours. So if you're going to bug out to a location, you better do it within that time period. And don't expect to stop for gas because gas stations will be closed. Grocery stores will be closed. Don't expect to stop by your ATM and get money because that's going to be shut down. Everything that we use in society right now is tied to the electrical grid. And the number one thing that's sucking the electrical grid dry is data centers. Because they did not build the infrastructure. And don't tell me they did, because they did not. And it's taxing our grid and it's going to tumble. Everything's going to go down. Nothing will be as it is right now. And when the grid goes down, people are going to want to get supplies from other people. And so you're going to want to, with your supplies, because you've listened to me, and you've gotten prepped, and you have people around you who you love, and now you're going to have to secure your home. You're going to have to put darkening on all your windows, which will make it darker inside. You're going to want to get all the windows, even the ones that are frosted and up. You're going to want to get all the skylights. You're going to want to get every kind of area that will leak light that you have inside, such as candles, flashlights, and all off-grid lighting, cooking, and heating will have to be brought into the house or the apartment where you're going to be held up. You do not even have an inkling of how bad it's going to be. I wish I could shake you. And right now I'm almost ready to scream. You do not know. You do not know. You don't have a fucking clue. Everything, 98% of your life, and I mentioned this on the title of that video, is going to be gone. Gone. If you don't have a backup generator, get at least one. We have 5. Yeah, we do. So, guys, I'm not playing around here. I'm not. It's going down. And call me foolish for screaming this to the masses. That's fine. I'm a fool. I don't care. I'm going to scream it. You need to realize how shocking it's going to be. Not just for you, but the people around you. Your children. They're going, Mommy, why can't I have the TV on? Mommy, why can't I play with my Game Boy? Mommy this, Mommy, you're just going to want to tear your hair out. Mommy or Daddy. You're going to want to get home as soon as possible. Walk if you need to. That's why you need supplies in your car in case you need to walk, because the freeways and the highways will be gridlocked. There's not going to be any signals. And there's going to be emergency vehicles trying to get through. Guys, think of the worst case scenario, multiply it by 100. And that's where it starts.
Meet Carla. He always...
The Lord has shown me that the United States is going to be attacked by China and Russia. North Korea and Iran has something to do with it also. I had, back in 2018, I had like 5 dreams about a coming nuclear attack. And what I saw happen is there's an EMP first, and the power goes out. Then, in a previous dream, I saw the cities that were hit. I saw Central Florida hit. I saw New York City near Manhattan hit. I saw Washington, D.C. near the Capitol building hit. I saw Central United States hit. I saw Los Angeles hit. Then I saw one hit San Francisco near the Golden Gate kind of area and the Bay Area there, in that area somewhere, one hit there. Then I saw another one hit near Seattle, Washington. And when I saw these missiles hit, I woke up and I laughed and I said, what a crazy dream. And then I fell asleep and I dreamed it a second time, the exact same scenario. These missiles hitting the same cities, all launched from the sea. And then what I saw after that happened, the Lord spoke to me in the dream and he said, do you think this is a joke? Well, it's not. America will be judged. America will burn. And he said, now get up and write this down. So I got up and I wrote it down. And then I fell asleep and I dreamed it a third time. And then I also dreamed about seeing a gravestone of America, and it was the Twin Towers on fire, and America was saying, on this gravestone, it was saying obscene things like "we be bad" and stuff like that, and America was dead. And then I had the dream about seeing the grave cut without hands, right? It was made like a machine had cut this grave. It was next to a huge oak tree. The sun had gone down, and there was just that afterlight. And then in this grave was a wooden coffin, and it was stained. It was a beautiful wooden coffin, and she's a grand old flag. She's a high flying. That one, and talks about an old lady in there, and this coffin was there, and there were fall leaves in it, and the voice of the Lord told me to get down in there and he told me to get in it. So I got into the grave, and a woman's scarf blew into my left hand. I made a video about this, and it was a fall-colored scarf with browns and oranges and yellows. And the Lord told me to tuck that scarf around the head of the coffin. And so I did. And then a book of matches blew into my left hand, stick matches. And he said, now light it. So I struck one match and the wind and blew it out and smoke came off of it. And I struck it a second match and the wind blew it out. And then the Lord spoke to me in the dream and he said, now cup the match with your hand in the book and a box of matches. So I struck it and I cupped it and I lit it, and he said, light it on the left-hand side. So I lit it on the left-hand side, then the middle, then the right-hand side, and it began to burn. And the Lord spoke to me and said, America has been judged and America will burn. So brothers and sisters, this is serious. He just told me again this morning, just a little while ago, to tell you guys that he is coming soon and that America is about to be judged. America is about to fall. This country is about to be taken down.
In the existing prison camps they've got, Trump is already holding more than 73,000 people right now, which is a record. They want to build 16 new processing facilities and 7 new huge warehouse facility camps. If they can build those 23 new facilities that they've said they want to build in these communities that I've been describing all over the country, if they can build those 23 new facilities, that'll give them the space to more than double the number of people they're holding in the camps. The biggest one they've got right now holds about 3,000 people. That's the one at Fort Bliss, where 3 people have died in the past 8 weeks. Again, about 3,000 people are there now. There's already people regularly dying there. 3,000 people there now. They want their new prison camps to be closer to 10,000 people. How do you think those facilities are going to be run? If they build them, they will fill them up. And yes, maybe they will use them for immigration detention now, whatever that is, their prison camps. But if history tells us anything, it tells us that once facilities like this are built in these kinds of numbers, once you get an archipelago of facilities like this built in numbers like this, yeah, they may start as immigration detention, but they're available to them indefinitely for whatever they want to do with those camps. And so you see something that has been mostly flying under the radar of the national media, but may absolutely be key to our destiny as a nation. Everywhere they are trying to build these things, including in the reddest states in the country, everywhere people are pulling out all the stops to prevent these camps from being built. And I have to tell you, if the country stops them from building them, they will never again have this kind of momentum to try to build a constellation of prison camps this large outside the reach of the law. I mean, why would we give this government that kind of power, that kind of tool to use indefinitely?
I know this isn't the last time I'm going to say this, but the core reason that this country is suffering so much is because you never believed in black people. You never believed what black people were trying to tell you the entire time. You believed the white narrative of your survival over empathy, hearing somebody else out, because you were afraid that if you were to activate your empathy, you would recognize the violence that you are co-signing by surviving amongst the white narrative. So as your psychosis goes into fragile, numb, sensitive, entitled, and black people are still prepared for whatever is coming tomorrow, and they know how to process pain and grief with their community, with each other, they'll still be here. And the indigenous as well. I'm not going to leave them out of this conversation because this is so important. And go to the reservations of this land. All right, those are the projects that this American government placed out of mind, out of dialogue, out of conversation as well.
Oh, everything is about race. Y'all made it about race when you created systematic fucking oppression. You made everything about race. Everything in this country is about race. Every fucking thing. And if you say it ain't about race, fuck you. Don't come in here talking about everything is not about race. Everything is about race. Every fucking thing in this country, everything in this fucking world, but definitely in this country is about race. Yeah. Employment is about race. Credit is about race. Yeah. Racism has always been expensive. The only difference is you white motherfuckers can't afford the price tag no more. That's what the problem is. Y'all can't afford the shit. Back in the day, you could afford racism, but that price tag is too fucking high. The price tag on racism has went up. Your salaries ain't fucking changed. We didn't have fucking credit scores. But when black and brown people started being able to afford the same shit as white people, y'all had to throw that shit in there to keep us from doing it. Mm-hmm. School was free until niggas and Latinos wanted to start going to fucking community college. Then all of a sudden, now you got tuition. Now you got to take out loans. Now you motherfuckers is doctors and lawyers and got to pay out your ass to pay a loan back because white people didn't want black people to become lawyers and doctors. So now we all fucking suffering because you didn't want niggas to get shit. We can have universal health care right now, but you don't want niggas to be able to go to the goddamn doctor. So now you can't go to the motherfucking doctor. Mm-hmm. Now you out here fucked up. Now your motherfucking child is fucked up because you don't want niggas to have shit. The education system is fucked up because you don't want niggas to read. Well, your fucking kid, Billy Joe goddamn Bob and them, is reading at a goddamn second grade level because you didn't want niggas to read. I'm convinced crackers started reading when niggas started learning how to do it. Y'all niggas stopped reading books the minute we learned how to. Y'all said, oh, the niggas can read? Fuck education.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
That's what's happening. The minute black people, when we could afford housing, y'all started that redlining shit. Everything that y'all have lost so much, we could be so much of a great country, but y'all don't want niggas to